Hey everybody, Christina here with Sew Stampalicious online classes. Today I'm going to show you how to make the turkey luminary that was at the beginning of the video. I have an 8.5 by 11 sheet of crumb cake cardstock, and it is sideways so that the 8.5 piece is going this way and 11 is going this way. I have my markers set at 4 and at 7, and I'm going to go ahead and use the small tip. And I'm going to go ahead and score that straight across. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it the other way, and I will move my markers to 2 and to 6.5, because that'll give me 2 inches on either side. Whoops. Oh. And sometimes you'll do that. So that part is all done. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and cut in on the score lines to the center on the sides. And then I'm actually going to do these ones in a V. That way it'll line up a little bit better. Should have done that on this side too. Okay, so there's that part. Now I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my score lines are all creased. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and grab my Big Shot, my 3-inch die, the circle die. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold these all in, and part of your flaps will get cut, but that's okay because it'll all line up properly. Just make sure that this is centered over the circle. Slide, put this over the top. And just so that I don't have to worry about these flaps going through, you can either fold them down like this and run it through, or you can just back it up, like is what I'm going to do. So then it is all cut out. You can set all that aside. So it should come out looking like this. And you don't have to worry about these circles. It'll be all covered up. You won't have to worry about a thing. So then I have a piece of 3 by 3 or 3.5 by 3.5 vellum. And I'm going to go ahead and just use my snail adhesive. And I'm going to go ahead and set that right over the top. And then I'm going to set it flat again. Now for the turkey, I have punched out a piece of chocolate chip cardstock with my 2 by 1 3/8 oval punch, which is, some of us, we know it is the wide oval punch. And then his head is the 1 1/4 inch circle punch. And then I have cut out as well 2 1/2-inch white circles and 2 basic black circles with the punch pack circle punch. Okay? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my snail, and I'm going to stick these on there. maybe. There we go. Okay, and then I have those put together. And then I also have 3 of more mustard hearts and 1 cherry cobbler heart from the full heart punches. And 2 of these are going to be his feet, and 1 is going to be his beak. So I'll put those aside, and I am going to go ahead and put his little beak on. And yes, I'm putting the heart right side up. And you'll actually hide the heart with his eyes. So go ahead and stick those on with snail. There we go. I am just having a time and a half with the snail tonight. There we go. His eyeballs look a little crazy. Then the cherry cobbler one, I am just going to go ahead and snip that heart right in half. Put some snail on it. And I'm going to stick that right behind his eye, but kind of next to his beak. And that's going to be his little, I don't know what you call it, his little gobbler, I guess. I don't know. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a white gel pen. Please excuse the contraband. But I don't have one of ours right now for his little eyes. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take dimensionals. And I'm just going to take one, and I'm going to stick it on the back of his head, right towards the base. And I'm going to stick his head on right there. So there's the beginning part of our turkey. Now I've made him a couple of feathers, and the way that I've done this is I actually took a 2 3/8 scallop circle punch, and I punched out, I have here, this is Cajun Craze, cherry cobbler, and more mustard. And I basically just took and folded these over, but I made sure that there was 4 of the scallops in between. So it leaves just a very, like 2 of these, but I actually cut out 3 and just cut those out so that it looks, whoops, cut the wrong side up, that's okay. So you can cut out 2 or 3, whatever works for you, and I just made it look kind of like a real pretty cone. And then I took some glue dots and I put one on the inside so I can push that down, and then I put one on the outside of the same one and push that side down. That way you can still get the 3-dimensional look with it still holding in place. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my sticky strip I'm going to cut a small piece off, but then I'm going to cut it into 3 smaller pieces. And I'm going to put it right on the ends of all 3. Then I'm going to start with the cherry cobbler, and you can go in any sort of fashion that you want to put them in. You don't have to put them in the same order. You don't even have to use the same colors as I do. And I just put his little feathers on his back. So there's my little turkey. And then for his little feet that I said we were going to put on, just go ahead and put some snail on his feet. And this time you're going to put it on the tip. That way it looks like he's got little toes. Whoops, this one needs to move over a little bit. Otherwise he's going to look really funny. So there you go. There's the turkey. And I am actually going to make mine a little bit funny because I like making fun of my turkeys. So I am going to cut just a very small little piece. Doesn't matter what size if you decide to do this. I just think it's really super cute and funny, of Whisper White cardstock. And I'm going to go ahead and use cherry cobbler so that it really stands out. And I am going to write him a little sign that says "Eat beef," because I think that's funny. And I actually might just trim this down a little bit. And then I'm going to take the more mustard again, and I'm going to cut out 2 more of the small little hearts from the full hearts. And I'm actually going to cut the tips of them off this time. And I will go ahead and just put a little snail there, and a little snail here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put his little hands on there. And then I'm going to take a little dimensional, put that on the back, and give him a little sign that says "Eat beef." Then I'm going to go ahead and I am going to grab my luminary again, take a couple of dimensionals, put them on the back, stick him in the center. Now I am going to go ahead and I am going to place some sticky strip. Flip this over, and I'm going to place sticky strip here on the ends of each of these. And then I'm going to fold these in and place sticky strip on those. And I'll go ahead and take these off, all the sticky strip pieces. And I will be looking into getting some nails back on Friday when my husband gets paid, so I can get the sticky strip off. There we go. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take these sides first and stick them in. Then you'll take these ones and you'll stick them as well. And there is your little luminary. Now mine had, the picture that you saw has actually an LED light in it instead of a real tea light. That way you don't have to worry about burning your house down with the paper. So I will see you guys next time. Have a great time and happy crafting!